Intelligence special on Pokemon Go. Now, my name is Ann Campia. This is Kaori Takei.
Hi.
And we are here to talk about what I think is the craziest craze of an app that has come out in quite some time.
Yes.
So we thought we would throw together a quick video on our initial thoughts on the new game. I'm sure many of you are playing, if not 99% of you, or at least have heard of it, because every article, I swear, on my social media at this point is about Pokemon Go.
Everything.
Yes.
Everyone's posting all over social media about which Pokemons they've caught and what level they're at, where they at, if they got in a car accident or not.
Yes, and even crazier are all of the kind of the residual effects of how crazy this app is, you know, like you said, people getting in car accidents, people playing at their aunt's funerals, you know, like people playing in all these crazy locations and taking photos of it. I read an article on BuzzFeed about a guy who was playing while his wife was having labor.
Oh, I saw your post. That was hilarious.
So, I mean, you guys, this game is insane in terms of how fast it has spread in popularity.
It hasn't even been a week since it came out, and it's over 7.4 billion.
That's insane.
It's insane.
And it hasn't even hit certain markets. Like, I know my friends in the EU, for example, are like, when is it coming? Because we want to play so desperately, but they don't even have it in their market yet. So, I mean, Kaori, it's just insane right now.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really dabbled too much on it. I'm only in level 3. But I try to play when I walk Wakame or when I take Wakame to the park.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to, you know, not get too invested because I see a lot of people posting and I'm like, shouldn't you be paying attention to who you're hanging out with? You know, things like that. So, but I know there's a time and place for everything, and it looks like a lot of fun. And well, for me, it hits a special place because my brother, he was trying to start an augmented reality app game with Ghost, and he was going to call it Ghost. And this was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And now he put that project on hold because of, you know, busy schedule.
Yeah.
But now they have this augmented reality game with Pokemon, so it's like double the fun, and it's crazy. And I'm like, damn, you should have just hopped on that.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
Well, maybe now's the time. You should pick it back up. You know?
Yeah.
It's I have to say it's probably one of the better games I've played, and I'm not a big mobile gamer to begin with. There's certain games that I get addicted to, and then I'll probably put it away in like a few days. But I'm pretty much obsessed with this game at this point. I think I walked into work this morning and every single person was talking about it. The funniest part about my day today was that we have one of those Pokemon trainer gyms right outside of our building.
Oh my goodness.
And I just casually took it over this morning and I was like, okay, cool. I literally had 15 people come up to me like, hey, I saw you that you're controlling the gym outside. And I'm like, what? What is happening? It's just people who I don't think would be playing this game are playing this game, even myself. And I think it's really nice for a property like Pokemon that has been around for quite some time, that there's people younger that are discovering it now, you know, learning all about all of the Pokemon and just the history of it.
But
and then people our age who just loved it from when it started.
But let's be real, like all the memes are about us on our age range being obsessed with this, and it's just hilarious.
Yes, and it's kind of funny to see everyone's knowledge from back in the day coming out now, and it's like they're not afraid to talk about it now because it's actually cool. So in terms of the actual gameplay, though, I think it's a good game for people who. Well, number one, it's a bad game for people who get obsessive because it can get very obsessive and addictive very fast. But it's also a good game in that, like you said, the AR is incredible. I had no idea that it would be able to hit to that level. I think it's impressed me so far in terms of like being able to catch Pokemon in your street. We have a Pokemon right here. I like the mapping of it, you know, like that it actually knows GPS wise where you're at.
Yeah,
you know, there's some interesting things about the game.
It's fascinating how they managed to do all of that. Yeah, and they just use the intertwined Google Maps with your location. Like, I don't know, I'm just mind blown.
It kind of is mind blowing at this point because it's just like how did we not hear that this game was being worked on? Like, for me, who I'm not really in tune to that type of news, it just hit, and then I open the app, and wow, it's incredible. It's just and the how they were able to pick the Pokestops, and then like where the trainer gyms are. It's just really interesting, like the thought process that has gone into this game. So I'm hoping that for somebody who's obsessed with it like me right now, that it's a game that has some longevity to it. Now, Kaori, I don't know if you have any thoughts in terms of, do you think this game, the craze is just right now, or do you think people will be playing it in a few months?
I think it'll be in a few months, but I don't think it's going to last for that long. They're going to have to come up with like perks and
most definitely
different kind of things. Right now it's almost in its like beta form, you can kind of say, but it's doing phenomenally, and I think they're going to add things. It's just like all crazes of this caliber, they kind of slowed down. Angry Birds was insane at some point. But I mean, after you catch them all, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, so. I mean, no, that's a good point. We were talking about it at work today that I have about 50 of the 130 that are currently out. But you know, some people who have been a fan of the property for longer have pointed out, well, that's not all the Pokemon. There's so many more that they haven't even released. So there's ways I think that they can create some sort of longevity to it, but I don't know how. I don't know if we'll be playing this game in a year.
Yes,
they really have to, because they launched so big, that they really have to just do something incredible to keep you wanting to play more and more. But I do like, another positive about the game is that you don't necessarily have to buy anything. Like a lot of people are having negative thoughts about it because they think there's in-app purchases, and there are. But there's a way to play the game where you essentially don't ever have to put a dime into it.
And you essentially can play pretty much many app games without putting a dime into it. Whether it takes patience.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But you can do it.
And I would say, last for me in terms of positives, I would say is that over the weekend I saw more people out and about in groups, and maybe in social settings where maybe they didn't even know each other prior to playing the game. But despite all these things, like people saying, oh, people are getting car accidents because of the game, blah, 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 there's also this really positive social aspect to the game that are drawing people together in social settings. People who wouldn't necessarily be out hiking were out hiking, playing the game.
Oh, that's neat. That's good.
You know, so it's getting people outside. It's getting families outside. It's getting people to meet. And that I would love to see a study on just how this game has impacted that type.
Why don't you do that?
With
my fake Chinese beard.
Because I wish I had the time to. But yeah, somebody do that study, because I would love to see that.
Yeah, those are some good positives, and I just don't want to play too much of it, because then I'm gonna start getting addicted.
I've heard that from several people. Yeah. So
I've chosen my battles, but it's a lot of fun, and I understand why people enjoy it. The augmented reality thing is just such a thing, you know. You really feel like you are, I don't know, Ash Ketchum or something.
It's pretty crazy, right? Yeah, so you guys, if you're playing Pokemon Go, let us know. We just wanted to put together our quick thoughts on the game, because obviously most of us have heard of it or are playing it at this point. For those of you in the UK, just hold tight. I'm sure it's coming to you very soon. Leave us a comment. Make sure you click like, retweet this video, and subscribe to our channel. And we've got a lot of stuff coming up, actually, leading up to Comic-Con, so make sure to check out our channel for that as well. So, Kaori, where can people follow you?
You can follow me, Kaorious. That's my handle for everything that you can think of, because I'm everywhere.
And where can people follow our Pokemon?
You can follow me on Instagram at _Wakamechan, WAKAMECHAN. Yeah.
And you guys can follow me at AnCampia on Twitter, as well as Instagram, as well as Snapchat, ACampia, and go battle me at one of these trainer gyms if you're in Burbank.
She's good. She's impressive.
I don't know. I'm okay.
Nah, you got some impressive stuff. I'm like, dang,
people are getting up there. Level 13 at this point, so you guys tell me how far you are. Okay, so again, follow both of us at Team Amasian on Instagram as well as Twitter, and until next time, you guys, bye.